Tarot Archetypes and Freemasonry Symbology.
Is the Fool's Journey a Masonic initiation? Researched, written, produced and narrated by Brother Dr. Ira Ramos, past master. Lodge Caledonian, number 554. Scottish Constitution.
Chapter number 5.
Card number 2, the High Priestess.
This card expresses the following affirmations. Trust your own counsel first. Trust your intuition and inner wisdom. The number 2 indicates duality, balance, and harmony. This card belongs to an office bearer who of necessity works in strict balance and close harmony with the outer guard. Card number 2 transmits the energy of the inner guard. According to tarot practitioner Stefani Caponi, the meaning of this card points to listen to your inner voice. Use your intuition instead of relying solely on your rational thinking and conscious mind.
Masonic correspondence.
When the candidate is first attended to by the inner guard, he is incapable to visually explore his surroundings. In this situation, the neophyte must trust his own intuition, his inner voice. Rationality or consciousness are not too useful at this point of the initiation. Rachel Pollack asks, what is the difference between priest and a priestess? Answer. Traditionally, they represent the outer and inner aspects of mystical experience. The priestess signifies levels of understanding that cannot be put in words, or doctrines that fall apart or just seem absurd if we try describing them. The priestess initiates. She brings people to the inner level where they can discover their own mysteries. It reminds us to be silent, to look inward and contemplate stillness. It tells us not to rush about, not to try to solve things. The High Priestess card reminds us to stay with ourselves, to trust our instincts and intuitions. We don't need to immediately act on them, and we may not be able to explain them even to ourselves, but we can trust that sense of knowing. This describes exactly what the candidate first learns at the threshold of that invisible veil, at the verge of a puñal edge, during his rendezvous with the inner guard by the door of the lodge.
More about this card.
The 2 pillars, B and J, are conspicuously presented. I will not mention their names, for they are highly prized among Freemasons. The prescribed manner in which these pillars' names ought to be used and their import are beyond the scope of this topic. This card is the only one which displays a holy book, a partially covered Torah, intimating that but one half of the mystery of being can be comprehended. The great architect of the universe is first mentioned to the candidate as soon as he has crossed the threshold separating the lodge guardians. Between the pillars of B and J, intrinsically sharing with the candidate that the proceedings about to commence will be performed under the scrutiny and guidance of the Most High. The veil, which in the lodge invisibly extends between the 2 great pillars, serves as reminder that the full countenance of truth is not revealed to the uninitiated. The pomegranate seen at the pillars of B and J esoterically means fertility. For some, these 2 structures may be seen as lower extremities protecting the gate by which entrance is obtained into this life. The Garden of Venus, supporting the notion of candidates resembling newborn babies, are, firstly, the cable toe. Same can be seen as an umbilical cord, by which the neonate is physiologically and anatomically attached to his mother. In a similar way, the cable toe metaphysically represent the attachment of the profane to the material world. Secondly, the candidate enters his initiation devoided of money and worldly things, symbolically naked of materialism, like a baby just born, wrapped only in sheets with no possessions. Thirdly, the neophyte, incapable to visualize his surroundings, gropes around like a newborn who is legally blind, with a visual acuity of 20/300, only able to see black, white, and shades of gray at no more than 8 inches ahead.
Further correspondences between the High Priestess and the Inner Guard.
Guardianship of sacred spaces. The Inner Guard and the High Priestess serve as protectors of sacred spaces. The Inner Guard ensures the physical and symbolic security of the Masonic Lodge, while the High Priestess guards the threshold between the conscious and subconscious realms. Intuition and inner knowledge. The High Priestess embodies intuition and inner wisdom, guiding individuals to uncover hidden truths. Similarly, the Inner Guard's role requires a keen sense of awareness and vigilance, symbolizing the importance of inner knowledge and discernment in safeguarding the lodge. Symbolism and ritual. Both roles are steeped in symbolism and ritual. The Inner Guard's duties are performed with specific ceremonial actions, while the High Priestess's imagery and symbols, such as the pillars and the scroll, convey deeper esoteric meanings.
Don't miss the next chapter. Card number 3, the Empress.